How do you know when it's time to ditch the American Express Platinum, or any card for that matter? We're going to talk about that today. First things first, if you find any value in this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be referencing a website. You can use it for free. Just go to richwoodpoints.com, click on sign up. One of these buttons will get you in one click, and there you go. Now, I'm not going to be doing a full review of any card, including the Platinum. I'm not going to do a full review. This is going to be a quick little video just to teach you how to determine if you need to ditch a card that you have currently. I'm working on my second year of having the American Express Platinum, and I really was pondering this weekend of, am I going to renew this when the next renewal comes up? I renewed it the first time mostly because of the channel. I just wanted more experience with the card, but I wasn't sure if I was going to use it enough for it to actually make financial sense. However, an instance did occur where I actually used it and it was pretty critical in my usage. I had a flight that was a rewards flight that got canceled at the last minute, and I needed to book something fast. I didn't want to go through portals and deal with all that stuff. It was only a couple of weeks away, and I needed to book something with the airline incredibly fast to ensure that we weren't going to miss the vacation, that we had other people involved. So I purchased it with the American Express Platinum directly with American Airlines, and the flights were around $3,000. It was a substantial purchase, and it hurt. I did not enjoy having to do that, but it had to be done. It was last minute, unfortunately, and the American Express Platinum actually came through in a pinch. Now, is that a normal thing for me? Absolutely not. And I don't really see that occurring again in the future because I've learned a little bit more, and I know to check reward flights more often with the airline that I booked it at, so I'm not caught off guard the last minute because something canceled and I didn't get a notification for it. So that got me thinking, how do I figure out if the Platinum's worth it? I use a bunch of the credits. They aren't mandatory. They're just nice to haves mostly. And if we come over to the credit card page for the Platinum and we scroll down, the ones I do use the TSA pre-check every 4 years. However, I do have other cards with that, so I don't need it. So I can pull that one off. I have the clear credit. I don't use it because my wife doesn't have a way of getting it for free, and we're not going to pay the $200 a year for that, so I don't use that. For the digital entertainment credit, I absolutely use that. The airline fee credit, I do use it. It's a little bit difficult to use it because it's not just for the airline purchase. You have to use it for the bags and stuff, but I am able to usually dig that out and pull the $200 out of that. We also use the Walmart credit, the Walmart Plus credit, but it's a nice to have. We don't have to have it. It helps that the Paramount Plus is in there because we would actually subscribe to that without the Walmart Plus credit. So that brings that down a bit. It kind of cuts that in half. So that cuts a big bite out of the $155. And if I wanted to really get granular on this, I can edit this credit and remove the roughly $80. So it's $155 minus $80. So it's about $75. So I could say that this really truly is worth $75 to me, which is fine. So that gives me a more accurate view of what the Walmart Plus credit is worth. We do use the free delivery and stuff, so it is a nice to have. But if we didn't have it, no big deal. We would do something else, and it's not a big deal. We go to H-E-B for most stuff. We can walk into Walmart and get the Milo's teas. That's not a big deal. The other credits I have not used. The Saks is too hard because we have to spend $800 to get to $50. It's just ridiculous. We don't Uber. We don't Equinox, obviously. The hotel credit we might be able to use. I don't know. I get the hotel stuff from other avenues, so I don't really do that. I do love the car rental privileges. I do like that. I do like getting instant gold status without having the Surpass or the business card from Hilton. I do like that, because we do use Hilton hotels, so having that gold status is worth something. I don't know if it's worth, the $700 total, but maybe. And then we haven't really used anything from the lounge access because it's just me. It's out there. We only have one card, so she can't get in without us paying extra. And we have other cards that get us into lounges where we don't have to pay extra. It's not quite there for us. Taking that in mind, let me turn that into high value, yes. And then we'll come over to the wallet setups. Before we do that, we're gonna make sure this is on transfer partners because I use transfer partners with American Express. If you don't use transfer partners with American Express, don't even have American Express. So there's that. And then we're gonna come over to the annual spending, and I'm just gonna create a new profile, and it's called Is My Platinum Worth It? Okay. And I'm gonna add one category because it's the only thing it earns in is airfare. And I'm gonna put what I spent last year, which is $3,000. Save that. And then I'll come over to the wallet setups now, and then literally just put in the platinum by itself. Because here's what we're doing. We're telling the system that the only thing we use this card for is $3,000 worth of airfare, which we're gonna get 10x on, and then nothing else. And then we'll go to the benefits. The benefits I don't use the pre-check, don't use the clear, like I mentioned. I do use the entertainment credit. I do use the airline fee credit. And I only care about $75 worth of the Walmart credit. So we have that there enabled. Nothing else is enabled. And then we come back up and see where we land. So this year, this second year of me using the platinum, now you see the first year, you do great because you got the sign-up bonus. Get the sign-up bonus, you're killing it. It's always worth it in the first year. Even if you're not doing transfer partners, get an American Express, any American Express, work your way from the bottom up to the top because of the family rule, but you should always get all the American Express cards because they got great bonuses. Year 2 though, which is the year I'm in, I currently have only appreciated $120, which is great. So if it's zero, even if it's like I'm losing $5, $10, maybe even $50, it's probably still worth it because of all the perks that I could take advantage of. But for this year, I am making $120 off this card, using it. I'm not going out of my way to do anything crazy or special to fudge that it's worth it. I'm making $120 out of this card, so perfectly worth it for this year. Now, if I don't use so if I go back to my annual spending and let's say my airfare, I'm only spending $2,000, and I come back, I'm still doing okay. So if I plan on using it for $2,000, I'm fine. If I plan on using it for $1,000, I'm losing $55. So if I'm not gonna spend more than $1,000 on airfare directly at the airline website with this card, not gonna be worth it because you're not gonna spend anything else on it. There's nothing else that it's good. I mean, you could do, I guess, hotels, but who's gonna do that? No one's gonna do that. The only thing this card is good at is airfare directly at the airline. That's what it's for. And then if you use the perks or not, that's it. So I pretty much have to be spending, let's do 1,500, $5. So I have to be spending over $1,500 a year in airline tickets with this card for it to make sense for me. Now you could use this same methodology with any one of your cards. You know, if any one of your cards are you're using for a specific reason and you want to justify an annual fee, just set up your annual spending for that one or two or whatever you're using, figure out what you've spent for the last year, or if you know what you're gonna spend for the next year, put that in there, isolated for this one card, come over to the wallet setups, figure out what the calculation is of, am I even breaking even on this annual fee or not? So there you go. Today's video was a short one. I'm actually just coming back from vacation, so I've scheduled this out to be released while I'm gone. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to go sign up for the website if you haven't already done that, so you can utilize these calculations for yourself. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.